Going on, people? It's Blackguy 410, and today I want to talk about some anime. And the anime I want to talk about is No Game, No Life. I actually finished this a while ago and meant to review it a while ago, but I don't know, been getting caught up in just stuff or whatever. But I actually started this and Kill la Kill at the same time, and this beat out Kill la Kill by a mile. To be honest, I wasn't a big fan of Kill la Kill. I didn't really watch much of it at all. I think I got like 2.5 episodes in, and like I wanted to like it because everyone else seemed to be hyping it up, but I just couldn't like get into it that much, and ended up dropping it. But I stuck around for No Game, No Life, and I'm definitely glad that I did stick around. This is definitely a good anime, and one of the best animes for me personally that I've seen in a while. Excuse me. And I'll just get right into the story. Anime centers around two main characters named Sora and Shiro, who brother and sister. Shiro is like an 11-year-old genius. Sora is also a pretty smart guy. He's 18 years old. Together they form a group called Blank, and pretty much on Earth they're like the best online gaming team ever. Pretty much like child prodigies, you could say. Undefeated online. They never lose against anyone they play. Both are crazy intelligent. Just really just both of them are just crazy smart. And then one day they end up playing a game of chess with this mystery person who they don't know, who I'll get into later, and they end up beating him. And at the end of the game, he sends them an invite to this like mystery world, and they end up accepting his invitation, and they get transported literally into this other world. And this other world is called Disboard, and the person who they played, his name was Tet. And Tet is actually like the god of that world. And the way Disboard works, it's made up of 16 different races. The races are ranked, and every race is assigned like a chess piece on a board. And they rank, like I said, they rank the races 1 through 16. And the last ranked race are the Monody, which are pretty much like the equivalent of humans, which is what Shiro and Sora are. And the world has these 10 oaths that they abide by, which I wasn't going to go over these at first, but just to give a clear explanation, I'll go over the oaths. So the oaths are all violence, war, and robbery is forbidden. All conflicts must be resolved through games. In games, each party will bet something that both sides agree is of equal value. As long as it doesn't go against the third oath, the things that are wagered and the rules of the game will not be questioned. The challenged party has the right to decide the rules of the game. Any bets made in accordance with oaths must be upheld. Conflicts between groups will be conducted by designated representatives with absolute authority. Being caught cheating during a game is grounds for an instant loss. In the name of God, the previous rules may never be changed. And the last rule is let's get along and play together. So those are the rules that this world that they have been transported to abide by. And they go back to all violence, war, and forbidden rule, which is the first rule. Like I said, every race is assigned a race piece. If you lose your race piece, you're no longer protected under these oaths, and you can pretty much be attacked, killed, murdered without warning if you so happen to lose your race piece. So to get back into the story, pretty much Sora and Shiro come over from this world, from Earth to this world in Disboard. No one knows who they are. No one has any clue about how smart they are, but they do find out once they start getting involved in the games that they play. And the games that they play, to me, is the best thing about this anime, and the strategies and like explanations that they use. You get simple games, something as simple as just playing like 21 blackjack, which they played in one episode. I think that episode, I wish this I wish I had watched this anime like over again. It's not completely fresh on my mind right now. But I think the game of 21 Blackjack they played had like some kind of special rules to it, and Sora used some crazy like mathematical formula and figured out how to win. Blah blah blah. It'll make a lot more sense when you watch it. But to me, like the intellectual part of the anime and the way the like strategies and things are, for me, what made this the most enjoyable. One time they played a game of chess, and what made the game interesting was that like the chess pieces ended up having like emotions and things like that, and that kind of made the game go for a turn. And it's cool to see how Sora and Shiro work together to kind of figure these games out as they go, because a lot of the times the game will start off as one thing, and then they start to pick up on little things that they're playing, and they kind of figure out the best course of action. And they work together as a really good team, kind of figuring out the games in the moment, like in real time as it's happening. The best game they played, which is a game I can't even like fully explain, but there's a character named Jabril in the anime who is a part of a race called the Flugel, if I'm even saying that right. And they play this game called Materialization, which is the game that the Flugels normally challenge everyone to if they're challenged. And that game, in short, and somebody can probably correct me on this, basically you say a noun, that object or whatever you said becomes a real thing, and then you kind of switch words in every noun. I wish I could explain. There's literally a Wikipedia page on this game which you should probably look up. I kind of have it pulled up, but I'm not gonna go through the whole like spiel of the game. But that game was so dope, the way like it played out, and that's to me the best part. Like the cerebral portion of this anime is just so good in the way these games play out and the explanations they use. And it also has some underlying like social commentary as far as humans are being ranked last in this new world, and you would think maybe rightfully so, because some of these other races, you got races like the war beasts, elves, who I think they were the race that had magic. But you have like other races who are stronger than humans, have magic, can do things that just humans can't do. But Sora is still out to, I guess, kind of prove that he can, well, not that he, but like humans, we have our flaws, but we still shouldn't be underestimated. And he continuously shows that throughout the games he plays. And I won't try not to spoil him, but he definitely shows how smart that humans can be. Other things in the anime to mention, I guess animation itself is pretty cool. Actually, especially during that Materialization game, you'll see the animation was really good, like during some of those scenes. Got some good humor thrown in. Can be a little too perverted sometimes, but other than that, I don't have much else like bad to say about this anime. It's not action oriented, so it's not one of these animes that you're gonna see in first episode sword fights or fist fights, but it's still interesting to watch, even without a lot of action. Like I said, the way the games play out, the explanations it made it a real just enjoyable to watch, and I was definitely hooked on this. Only 12 episodes. I think I binge watched this in literally a few days. And yeah, man, I definitely would recommend this anime to anyone who, I wouldn't even say if you just like video games or games, I think anyone could get in and enjoy this. I guess if it's your kind of thing, to maybe like things that are a little more like psychological, you have to put a little more thought into it, I think this would be a good anime to watch. To put the show, I guess, in a nutshell, what ends up being the main goal is that Sora and Shiro pretty much want to become the best players in this universe. The ultimate goal is to challenge Tet, who I said earlier is the god of that world, and to beat him and for them to take over. but in order for them to reach that goal, they have to conquer these 15 other races. And I'm hoping that they do a season 2 of this anime, because with the way it ended, there's a lot more that they need to tackle. So I really hope they do a season 2. I'm pretty sure the manga, which I haven't read, but I know it's probably further ahead. But yeah, this anime for a season 2 would have a lot of potential to be even better than what I think it already is. Hopefully I'm not hyping it up too much, but personal opinion, this didn't really have much bad at all to say about this anime from start to finish. I was entertained. Like I said, you get good characters, even aside from the main 2 characters. You'll get introduced to other characters from some of the different races. Definitely a good storyline, because you'll get to see some of the history of the other races, how they became to be, and it's cool to see what it was like before they had these rules instated, because there was a point where they were having wars and people were dying and things like that. So you got good characters, good story, good animation, really dope concept, all executed to me. I don't have anything bad to say. Pretty much executed on point. And this is one of the animes that can only get better. So if you like something, maybe not so much action oriented, but still entertaining, you should definitely give this a shot. Like I said, it's only 12 episodes. So you can figure out within the first few whether or not it would be something you'd be into. I know for me, I'm anxiously waiting to season 2 if they do one, because this to me was dope. Like I said, the games they play, the explanations and the strategies used just made this just crazy to watch. Yeah, man, that's about it. I don't want to go too into it, because I don't want to give away some of the things that happened, but yeah, this was a dope anime. Definitely check it out. Not sure where you could watch this online. It's not on Netflix. I don't even remember the website I used to watch it, but find a way to watch it. I think you would definitely enjoy it. So no game, no life. Go check it out. And until next time, I will catch y'all later.